tuned to the Bottom Line Liberia 24/7.
Good evening, and let me say a big welcome to all of you. Though you are not on yet, but I know you're coming. But let me say welcome to Paul the Lord Chiriple there in the UK, and let me say welcome to myself. And today is the 4th of July, the 7th month of the year 2023. Meaning we have some like Paul, I'm not very good at the math, but I think we got some like 98 more days to go. And so to the election that is. And so time is inching on us. And so we've got a big task to perform, and as well as the Liberian people. That is to keep informing the Liberian people about the importance of these elections. So welcome to you. If you just joining us for the first time, we'd like to say let this be your home. Always be with us. Paul, welcome.
Linford One, the great man of the Viking city.
The
How
Black
are
Van.
you? The Afro Viking, the warrior from Norway. It's good to be back here, brother. How's things with you?
Well, I cannot complain. Yeah, I cannot complain. The Vikings, they have special qualities, special characteristics. Number one, Vikings, we don't need sympathy. We can't sympathize with Vikings, so because we believe that we able ourselves. Number two, the Vikings will overcome almost everything. They'll do anything to overcome everything. They may not win, but they'll overcome. And so, as a Black Viking, I think I've adopted all those qualities over the years, and I think I'm fine. Everything is okay. That's why things don't move me. Things do happen to me, but they don't move me. I rather move things. So, but let me
Right.
say, I'm fine, and I'm great to be back. It's great to be back here on the show tonight. Uh, we actually supposed to be on the radio in Liberia, but again, we're having some technical uh, difficulties getting studios in Monrovia. That is the Red Power FM. We trying to get the guys on. The internet connectivity between us and them is kind of terrible. I think it is from their end. But like I said, it's good to be here, and I'm fine. Paul, what about you?
Linford, I'm great. It's good to be back on this beautiful Tuesday evening in the UK. I'm excited to be on the program tonight. There are a lot of things to talk about, but before we go into anything, let's ask our viewer to kindly share the show. We've got interesting topic coming up. Kindly share the show. The bottom line, this is what we're going to discuss some political issue today regarding few people in Liberia that tend to deceive our people. So yes, I'm excited to be here. Kindly share the show, please.
Okay. And from my end, so far I see Chadelia Brown Chuluple. Who I think if we're giving prices to people who follow us religiously, she will be the number one because she's always here. And uh, and so Chadela would like to say thank you for being with us all the time and welcome and help us to share the show. And for those of you whose name I can't see, if you just write something in the chat box, then probably your name will pop up and then we can welcome you. But the Paul said tonight is going to be very interesting. We're going to discuss some simple issues, but of very integral importance to the survival of the Liberian people, as well as the electorates, people who are supposed to be voting for the leaders. So while we await studio in Monrovia, Paul, what's on your mind? What I mean, we just came from the weekend. This is the first edition after the Friday edition into the new week. So what have you been thinking over the weekend, even up to yesterday and today?
Well, Linford, It's always, also what's on my mind is regards to the 98 more days left for the election in Liberia and how people should vote wisely. And also, what's on my mind is the hypocrisy of the senators in Liberia who have siege, what's it, I would say siege the country revenue for themselves is that what on my mind? How can it be the group that decided to suffer the country telling us they want to rescue the country? That is what on my mind. How that possible? You already stealing from the country and you say you want to rescue the country from what? That's what on my mind. And
Yeah.
you?
Well, what's on my mind? I think that's an interesting question. It's a bunch of things on my mind as I go through the internet and read comments and look at posts by people. It's a lot of things that come to my mind. But primarily tonight, for tonight's show, and for the experience of tonight's show, I would say a couple of things that are on my mind. One is one that you just touched on. That is, you know, people who are supposed to be the helper of the citizens who elect them, they become their suppressor, they become corrupt, they get rich at the expense of the very poor people that elect them, but yet
Yeah.
they will come back and say they want to be saviors. It's like somebody take the gun and fire you while you crying from the wound and the pain, then the person say, okay, let me put medicine there. Then
Mhm.
yeah. So you got a group of senators who have been helping to make all the bad policies for the country that is causing the citizens to really go through all the suffering that they're going through. And then you have the same group of people coming to claim to be rescue people. And for me, that is one of the biggest hypocrisy there can be. So we'll be discussing something like that tonight. And there is something that it keeps troubling my mind. I try to get rid of it, but it keeps troubling my mind. I don't know how important is this when it comes to money in elections. I see people faking all over the place. Say they the money not important. Come and get money. People eat money. They will not vote for him. But the same people who say come and get money, uh, they are the same people now raising funds. They say money not important, but why is it that they are raising funds? So what they raising the fund for? Okay, so the hypocrisy, like Paul Nasoro welfare share. In fact, it's not good to wear fancy. Then, if I see Paul wearing fancy, I say, but my man, what are you wearing fancy for? It's not good to wear fancy. But when you look, I will talking so, I go buy most expensive shirt to wear. But that's not important anyway. But for me, I think that one of the things bothering my mind when people know the truth, but they want to play blind eyes to it, and simply because they cannot afford the money, they want to make it like money is not important in the electoral process. Now we're going to go to elections, right? You're going to have election pool washers. You're going to have people all over the place. You got to campaign people. So those people, if money is not important, that water you put in your car to go,
Exactly.
the people that will go to camping for you, they'll be walking from some of them will be walking from Montreal to Kipamos. So when the reality is there and people tend to play blind eyes and make it like it's not important, for me, it hurts me a lot because no, there is something that you can't dodge. They think called reality. You can delay it, you can try to go away from it, but it will follow you everywhere. Reality is real. I mean, it's real. You cannot dodge it. And one of the things in life that I mean that tend to be real is like death. There is no way, my friend, you can go up and down. You can have the best doctors. You can do the best thing you want. You will die when that time comes. Okay, even the doctors who save your life will die. So that's reality. So truth is one of those things that we call reality. The truth is the truth. You crush it to the ground, you bury it, it will rise. So those are just a few of the things on my mind, Paul.
Yeah, so I want us to discuss something quickly before we get into it. Talk to us about this event in Norway quickly with the flyers, Lefa.
Okay, thank you very much. Um, Today is the 4th of July, and on the 8th of July, that's going to be coming Saturday. Uh, Folks in Norway, the sympathizers and supporters of Mr. Cummings in Norway, the CPP, will be gathering to raise funds. And that's why I just talked about money. Because the CPP, cognizant of the importance of finances in electoral process or processes, will not play dump and say money not important. No. The CPP will be on its feet, raising money to make sure that their pool watchers will be taken care of, to get what they need. And so we are raising funds all over Europe. I think you guys have your own in London in May. Okay, and so we are having ours here. The people in Sweden will have theirs. The people in Germany have had something like that. So this Saturday, all of the CPP sympathizers and supporters in Norway will be gathering, and we are inviting all other Liberians. This time is not about party. I mean, we just doing it under the banner of the CPP, but this is not about party. It's about Liberia. It's about having good governance, redeeming your country. So we'll be gathering in a small city. It's not very small. Tunesburg is big. I don't know the number of people that live there, but it's big. We'll be gathering there on the afternoon of Sunday, or Saturday, and we'll have grill. I think you can see the picture there. Somebody said our live food, but if you eat 3 steaks of meat and some corns, and then you drink something cold, I don't think it's that light. So we'll be having grill, and so we are inviting all other Liberians. Anybody, you can be sedition, you can be MDR person, you can be whoever, or you can be non-position. That means you're not supporting anybody. In fact, those are the main people who want to come. And actually, to be fair, we have gotten a consent of few people who are not sympathizers of the CPP and Mr. Cummings. They are coming to hear what Mr. Cummings will say. And one of the highlights of that program will be that we'll be having Mr. Cummings live on Zoom to talk to the people in Norway, not only CPP members, but people in Norway, Liberians that live in Norway. So we expecting that to be very important event on Saturday. So food is free, drinks will be free. The only thing is when you come in, you bring your little purse that you make your contribution to the fundraiser.
That's
So
right.
that's what will be happening. But as time goes by, we'll be making more publicity regarding this event.
Thank you, Linford. Thank you so much. And you were talking about what's on your mind. Something I saw on the front page newspaper last night,
Mhm.
and I think Omer Joseph Numa Barker, the court has ordered his arrest for not paying their rent. And I want to know if you heard whether he had been arrested.
Well, I've been listening, I've been reading all over the place today. I haven't heard anything like that about his arrest. But of course, the newspaper carried it that the court has ordered his arrest. Whether that arrest has been effected, that I don't know yet. And I'm sure if it happens, it will be broadcast, and it will be on the social media. And again, the reason why it stays silent, it could be that when the court ordered the arrest, put out the arrest warrant, it could be that they've moved. That is, Mr. Vakai and the Unity Party have moved swiftly to rescue the situation, because this is a rescue team, right? So
Yeah,
if the leader is to be arrested, have the other arrested, I think they need to go rescue the rescuer. So I think
right.
probably he has
So,
been rescued. We don't know yet.
all right. So we'll find out front page newspaper clip. But with the rescue thing, Linford, something really is heartbreaking in Liberia, and this
And what
is
is
what I
that?
want to talk about. We get 7 senators were named to be on Unity Party campaign team, and Yomni Kandra Lauren is the campaign manager, who they call the rescue mother. Well, my question, and I want you to address it with your heart.
Mhm.
Yomli been in the Senate for over 9 years. The legislatures in Liberia have are the people that seize hostage of the country. They make the most money in terms of salary, vehicle, and all that. And this young woman now become rescue mother. Now, my question here, Linford, you can chime in this. Somebody who been in the Senate for over 9 years and been milking the country, how can that person today turn around to be the one to rescue the country? And she's still senator. She have not done anything to change the lives of many people. So I want you to talk to me, and then I will show some little video. This woman is riding $80,000 car. Think about this: $80,000 car. They sell paracetamol in supermarket for 17 cents. A lot of hospitals in Liberia don't even have paracetamol. Take $80,000 and spend it on paracetamol. The amount of drugs that will be in many hospitals, just paracetamol that could save life. And this woman talking about she is the rescue mother. How can a rescue mother who refused to ride $5,000 vehicle, ride $80,000 car, milking the Liberian people, become the rescue mother? So I want you to talk to me, and then I will display the. What you say, Linford? I mean, I'm just getting sick of these people in Liberia. You muted.
When it comes to the word rescue, it's very relative. The question is, who is she rescuing? Is she rescuing herself or rescuing the people? So that's one aspect to look at. But let's look at the role of the senators, lawmakers as a whole in Liberia. These are the people who we elected. When I mean we Liberian people elected to represent us, with the idea that they want to be propounding our views for us on behalf of us, going to be fighting for us in the house, since we all cannot go there. But they tend to be the problem for us. And how do I say that? And how are they the problem? They go and make all the bylaws. They receive huge salaries. Besides the salaries, they receive some money that they say is for their operation and all this kind of thing. Okay, so the people that elect them live in abject poverty. They look at them every day. I mean, this is reality. I talked to you about reality a few minutes ago. So the reality here is that these people are the ones who have been the problem for the people that elected them. And then when these people come back to you and they say they want to be rescue something, rescue father, rescue mother, rescue auntie, rescue this and that, for me, I think that's the biggest disservice to the Liberian people at the highest level, because these people should not even be in the lifeline of doing anything. They should not be in the lifeline of doing anything. So that's what we're talking about, Paul. And like you rightly said, they have been a problem. They are the problem. They continue to be the problem. And Liberian people will say, we do know you. They want to vote for the people they know. And the people you know, they also know you. Like, I know you. I know what food you like. I know you. I know when to catch you. I know you. I know, why you like. And what I can do to you that you'll not be able to fight back. So this is a result of knowing people. So Paul, take it from there.
Yes, Linford, you're right, and this is disheartening. So, because if you look at the group of people, I mean, Jeremiah Cohn, he's a senator. Yumni Kanga Lauren, Darren Delon, then the list go on and on and on. And these people are senators, and today they want to rescue Liberia, and all of them getting riding the least car they ride in Liberia is $45,000. The least car. They go beyond that, right up to 80,000, 85, $90,000 car. The country is bleeding. People are starving. Still, they come together to support some person, another crony, what they call it, in Liberia, people call it, they will say corruption and make it sound so good. But people who are being stealing from the country, they all gather together. Watch Joseph Numa Barker and his team. All of them that have come together, those are people that have been milking Liberia. So the rescue thing they're talking about, who are they going to rescue when the country is bleeding? And all of them, Darren Dillon, another crook who came out, say he had only $3.80 in his account. Today, can he be able, or will he be able, willingly, to show his bank account today to the Liberians to see, since he got in over 2-3 years ago, does he still have that $3.80 in his account after gathering money upon money because they've been taking $30,000?
Yeah, the first thing the man said, he will be giving his salary to, or half of his salary to the people of Monserrado County. And every time I hear people asking, where is this money? It seems as though the people are not receiving that money. The money is not forthcoming. One, two, since he gathered here alive, he flew to America. He lied about the plane ticket. He came back to apologize that he shamed his mother. And so I think the fellow has lost, he has lost the credibility that, if any, that he wanted to build or that people were trying to confide in him. He has lost it, number one. And so it will be difficult. And you just talk about these senators. And what the Unity Party or the Standard Bearer of the Unity Party does not know right now, or perhaps he knows but he's overlooking, is that most of these senators, they are employed already. Ledaro Delon is employed for 9 years. Okay? Normally, got another 9 years mandate or Kate, most of these people. So look at it this way, that we go to elections come October 10. Unity Party, they will lose, of course, because from what I see, they will lose. So what become of the rescue team? These people will return to their jobs. Who's going to be left in the cold? JMB.
Yeah.
So, but again, it comes, let me tell you one thing, it comes out of desperation. If you are so desperate that you have to do something by all means. So you grab onto anything. It's like a drowning man, a man who is drowning. Even if you give him a two-edged sword, he will hold it, forgetting to know that that sword can gash him.
Yeah.
See, he's looking for safety. So since this old man feels that the only thing, the only job that he knows is to work in government, not at any professional level, though, but to just be there as minister, leader, director, and vice president, and then he wants to be the highest, person in the office. So he will do anything. Look at the composition of the rescue team. Look at the composition. Look at the vice president. Look at people who are supporting him. Look at them. You know
Right.
that this is often desperation. And
Yeah.
those people who are siding with him, they are people who know, who see him as a weakling. Let me tell you, the problem that people having with Mr. Cummings is that Mr. Cummings came from day one. He had a clear mandate. He's strong. They see him. He's not compromising. They will not maneuver him. So they said, no, listen, let's go to a weak. I got a Nigerian friend who is a diehard, fighting me every day on social media for GMB. And the question I asked this fellow, why are you so much into Liberian politics? And he tells me, because my soldiers came here, they died. We're not fighting war anymore. And the Ecomo soldiers that came here, they came. These are in fact remnants of the Nigerians that were unemployed the same year. So these people left. So should we have Guineans and Ghanaians and other nationals that came here to fight? Should we have them in our politics? No. But because they know, because these people know, or this my friend knows, that under a JNB government, they will be able to do anything. They will infiltrate the system, drugs will come, all kinds of things will come. But not under a Cummings administration.
Right. Let's welcome Gerald Cummings. Gerald, if you want to join us, just thumbs up and come and join the conversation here. Before I want you to look at this, Linford, and I just want you to tell me what you think of this rescue. And I want the audience to look at it and give feedback too. This is the team that decided to rescue. They're taking $80,000 car going to the rural area to go campaign. Let's look at it, this little clip I'm going to show. That is Senator Yumney Conker Lawrence car. That car worth $80,000. She's going to the rural area to campaign to the poor people that can't afford paracetamol when they're sick. This is the woman that has been picked to be the campaign manager for JMB. The entire legislature, majority of them decide to support JMB. And the reason being, they don't want no change in Liberia. They want to continue the same stealing that they've been doing for years. And this is just to show why is a Liberian not waking up to the reality. How can you go campaign with a $80,000 car in a village and you expect people to fool them, say you're going to change them, their life now? So I don't know, but this is just confusing when I see these evil people doing things like this. It gets to me. Talk to me, Linford.
When you are focusing on a car, right? But I'm looking
Yeah,
at
I
it
know. The reason why I focus on the car, take 80,000 US dollars. Take 80 paracetamol. It's just
No,
17
Paul, you
cents.
can't there.
Yes,
Paul, give me
yeah.
change. You can't there. I know where you're going to, but I say you're looking at the car. Me, I'm looking at it from a very simple direction.
Yeah.
The $80,000 car. What kind of road is driving on?
But that's the point.
What
So
type of road this car? What
on
the
a
little
road.
child I was standing? Did you see one little child standing on
Yeah.
in a
With a
model?
pens. Yeah.
Nah, fine. Tell me, you riding your motor or an $80,000 car in a muddy terrain to go to campaign. What message are you going to get to people? That I brought my $80,000 car on a bar road. The road should be the example of what you will do for the people. Tell the people, see, they rolled back a couple of years ago. But when we came to power, this is what we did. And you know what they'll do? They will say, no, that Georgia in power. So they'll save your Georgia. Knowing that the senators, people who are responsible for those various counties, representatives and senators have the responsibility to pressure central government to carry development to their area, but they will not do it. They will rather $80,000, $90,000 cars and go in that mud, convince the people. Because of course, this is the real idea. Keep the people poor. Look at that little boy that was standing, washing the car. You keep him poor, wearing no shirt with something that throwing traffic on. Then you go in a village, they even scared to come near your car. You get down, you get in something like $5, $10. Then you make them to be like, oh yeah, we are rescued them. We know when to get here at this time. They need it. So you give it to them, then they vote for you. Then you turn your back. You will not go on that road anymore until the next term. So this is the whole thing. It's like keep the people suppressed, keep them poor, keep them in total disregard, and you will not go there when you need them.
Yeah. Let welcome some of our viewers and let ask them to kindly share the show as well. Linford, go on.
Okay. First, let me get to Chadela Brown Chilope. She's been here ever since. She's the first to always log on, and we appreciate you, Chadela. Please share the show to your friends, and also Gerald Cummings, Mr. Independent or Dr. Independent, Dr. Independent. Yeah, So Gerald has a huge following. Gerald, you can also help to share the show. And it's been long since we had you here. Um, then we have Stephen Collins. I guess this is the first time I'm seeing Stephen Collins on the show. But Stephen, if you've been here before, we'd like to say welcome and make this place your home. This is the bottom line. We discuss the issues here. We do not make up anything here. We say the right thing. We say the truth. We give our opinions on the issue. We may not be right. We're not wrong either. And so we let us say welcome, Steve. And Muna Klipla. Muna is a regular viewer too. And Muna, so please help us to share the show. And Eto Manie, I hope I got the last name correct.
Oh,
Eto,
that's my sister Eto Maya. Welcome to the show. Eto, she's in Philadelphia. Was
okay,
in
Eto.
Liberia not long ago. Welcome.
You
Eto.
see, Liberia small. So you see, assistant. Right?
Yeah,
So,
so
Eto, thank you for coming. And
yeah.
and And Etta made a good point here. She said, "Those cars." Okay, in fact, let me display that comment so the rest of the viewers can see. Say those cars are property of the Liberian people, and these are the people resources. True, they
That's
can't
true.
afford
Yeah.
that car. But you see, what gets to me is you riding on that kind of road with that expensive car just to go tell the people what your vote for me. What message are you carrying? Suppose one of them ask you, what? Look at the condition of the road. What are you going to tell them?
Exactly.
Yes, tell them.
So
One of
so
the people actually say the road you drove and you see it. So
well,
what you
based on that,
uh,
talk to me about this one here. That is a little girl who is starving. Her parents don't have money. She have to sell this thing. She's tired. Like, look at that child, less than 7 years old. And these
eh,
are the
eh,
people that, I mean, that's why getting to me when I see this kind of car around, the car, and then that car have to be maintained by the Liberian government. They have to fuel that car. They gave them free telephone. They gave them a scratch card for telephone. They pay their house rent. They pay their guard. They don't have guardian number. They pay for all that. I mean, and these people come out to tell us say they're going to rescue Liberia. It's just sickening. Look at that thing.
I don't want to go. I don't want to be personal with people in their lives. Okay, but I can bet my head at some point that the senators' children are not like this. They're not living this
No.
condition. I don't want to be personal. I mean, I'm using her as a sample because she's in the highlight and we're talking about her. Even me, my children, even as I am just ordinary Liberian living here, at least I get four. My children are not doing that in Liberia. Okay. And so if you see somebody like this and people like this, you consider them to be the people who you are representing. But yet you see that condition, a parent condition. A couple of months ago, you remember this senator drove somewhere where she was interviewing one Zogo, right?
Yeah.
Mhm. And this little boy told her exactly where his mother lived, gave the mother's telephone number. I wonder, what did she do for that little boy? I wonder, can this little boy testify and say, yes, this senator took me from here? So these are the people we're talking about. This little girl, her parents, Paul, from all indication, when you and I were growing up, yeah, we did our little things. But it didn't reach to this point where the little child will be tired and lying down and sleeping.
Yeah.
And then we talk about rape. You got
Exactly.
predators going all around the town. You see a little girl like they lay down or somewhere isolated, she's tired, nobody near her, and they can either kill her or do anything to her. You see, so look at the condition people live under. Then you have the audacity to take your $1 million car, I'll not even
Yeah.
say 80,000, and goes. It's like adding insult to injury. Hmm?
Yeah.
Man, sometimes I don't want to
Eh,
talk about it.
No, the thing is, the reason why this thing are going to talk about, these are the very people that are going around now say, oh, they going on radio station from radio station, going after people saying they here to rescue the country. Rescue the country on what? And you are the particular person in the Senate that could change the lives of many people. The executive will carry out the affair of the country, but the power is in the hand of the legislatures. And these are the people now telling us that they're going to rescue the country from those in the executive. Then my question is, on what ground? If you are so evil like that and you get your people in abject poverty, and you telling them, say, oh, you put another crook in, will rescue the country, I just don't see that it is happening, my brother. I just want to throw that in.
Yeah,
This is the
okay.
Liberia we're looking at.
Probably
Yeah.
will switch.
Yeah.
Let me just say something. You know, every time I hear the word rescue, now, in the first place, we should not be in this condition, or the country or the people should not be in any kind of threatening condition for you to be the rescuer.
Yeah.
Why do I say so? Because the former vice president was vice president for 12 years, now 1 term, 2 terms. So what he didn't see, or what they didn't do in the first term, they should have corrected that in the second term. Nothing happened. And then he was a third term. So tell me, Liberian people, you say, hey, what this man should have done in 12 consecutive. No, if you born a child year 1, the time they took power, year 1 to 12 years, your child will be 12 years. Your child can draw water and prepare for you. Your child can even cook and eat his own food. So it wasn't overnight. So he knew that there was something that would have been done that he wanted to do. Why didn't he do it at that time? Okay. Now that he doesn't have power, so he'll come back to you and beg you for power. He had the power, he didn't do it. But then he doesn't have power now, so he's coming back to you and say, give me power. Let me go. Why, when you have gone to kill the tiger, you didn't shoot the tiger,
Yeah.
the gun lost, you get going again, then the tiger stay there. Then you come back, you start begging people, you please give me gun, let me go kill it. Later you had a gun, why you kill the tiger? Okay, now then they talk about rescue. They are the people who put the country into that condition, and they do that intentionally so that at such time as this election time, they will come back and play the injured role and say, "Look, we are the good people. We can to take you out of the poverty." Okay, so it's a game, and this is why the Liberian people are now getting rid of these traditional politicians, these liars.
Right.
And when you look at Mr. Cummings, he's not a traditional politician. Mr. Cummings,
they are all crooks, Linford. I call them crooks. And now listen, if you want to rescue somebody, first of all, if you say rescue, it means the country, maybe it's on serious flooding, that the country is drowning and they come to rescue everybody. Now, the Unity Party have not paid her rent for many years. The Front Page Africa reported that Joseph Newman Barker is now, the court has ordered his arrest. So how this man who cannot pay rent want to rescue the country that is draining and he cannot pay rent? Look at this. Talk to me, Linford. There was the thing that was put out yesterday morning. Front Page Africa carried this morning that Joseph Newman Barker should be arrested. Talk to me, Linford. This is the people who want to rescue the country. Talk to me.
The only difference between his platform, the UP platform, is one arrow.
Yes. Oh yeah, the guy arrest.
Arrest and arrest.
Yeah.
Okay, but on a serious note, this is the first time I have seen this. I may be wrong, because there are several political parties in Liberia over the years, and I've not been in Liberia for some time. But if anything like this was happening in the media, even though I'm out of Liberia, I would have heard about it. Now, two things come to play here. This is former vice president of the Republic of Liberia, and in those circumstances, even if you trust my faith to my back, that I would believe that this vice president does not have money. One, even though he said he lives on loan, somebody will ask him what he did with the money over the years, because he was taking pay for 12 years. Besides that, he had not gone out of job. He's been working in government all along for 45 years that he posts off. Okay? Now, he was vice president. He had all immunities. He had extra money to spend. He wants to be president. Power, to fight for power, to campaign is not an easy thing. You must be rich. Not rich, but you must be able to afford. So if your party, the party that you want to rule, you want to use to rule our country, cannot pay its own rent, and you, the leader, you already told all that you're living on loan. So, Liberian people, you're not thinking, eh? This is a man who say he living on loan after being in government for 45 years before someone was born. Two, he just came from power. Not just 5 years ago, they met him from power. His party, this is not the first time. Their party, they were evicted few months ago. They had to move to a new place. And then they still cannot pay rent. Eh? And is this the kind of party, a very irresponsible, I'll use that word, irresponsible party that will rule your country? You know what they'll do?
Yeah, imagine for the former ruling establishment for 12 years to be on rent for a building. And now look, I want you to read that clip again because they court order to arrest him and then they will usher his things to pay back the people money that they owe. How embarrassing. These people come and say they want to rescue Liberia. They cannot even rescue their own building that they rented for years. I just don't get it. I'm trying to put my head around this. I just can't get it. So if Liberians are sitting down listening to these people who say they want to rescue Liberia and they can't even pay rent, what kind of Liberia they come to rescue? To steal from us again? I mean, this is just sickening. The people won't steal. That's stealing they're coming from. And they're just no good to the country. So when people come up with good ideas, say we want to transform the country this way, that the people now become the boogeyman of the nation. So why is last 2017, 19 crook senators gather around the same old man, say, oh, we'll carry you. And then what happened when Georgia defeated him? This time around, he gets 7 of those same crook senators to be his campaign manager, to go and convince people, lie to them that they're coming to steal again. And Liberia should not sit down over there and listen to these people. This is about real change. If Liberia wants change, this is about people who have not done the work before. They have to look at other options, and the alternative now going forward, you got Alexander Benedict Cummings and Charlene Bronsky. Those are real change, and this is the truth. And because of these two, they are jittering. Talk to me, Linford.
Yeah, you know, it's funny that a party that was in power for 12 years cannot pay rent. I find it, it's very, yeah, Paul, even Paul, me and you, who work and get paid with that party, we can still pay our rent. That
exactly.
A party, this party is supposed to have structure, right?
Exactly.
This party is supposed to be established.
Yes.
And this is not one of the, if Councillor Governmental party will be owing and they want to put it out, I'll say, yeah. Because that's a new party that he's just trying to, the party may not be new, but this is a new structure he's trying to put together after the party was there for some time. Okay, if the late Mr. Cassell, Dr. Cassell party is owing and they want to put it out, I'll say, yeah, that's a new party. Even if the ANC is owing and they want to put out, but this is a grand old 1985 party.
Yes.
And then this party, they think about it, they just came from power 5 years ago. So
and they have the most senators and representatives in the house.
So, yes. But the question is, how were they ruling when they were, how were they operating when they were in power? I mean, is it true? Now I'm getting to believe that Ellen Johnson was a lifeline of this party. And I told you, if you can recall, I said it on the Satanic show some time ago, that this party was dead after 1985. And after Edward Biankeseli died, the party died. But when Maraseli wanted to come to power, she had problem with all the other political parties. She couldn't make it. So she had to look for one party that she could, get along with. And then she took this party. Where was Joe Bwaga? By this time, we should not be talking about anything called Joe Bwaga, because Joe Bwaga was
Exactly.
done already.
Yeah.
From Taylor time, Joe Bwaga was done already. Nobody
Mhm.
will take it anymore. But then Ellen Johnson said, well, let me revive this party. Let me revive this party. And in a revival process, you will look for somebody, and that's political strategy, from the country that this party originates. And this is how Joe Bwaga came on board, considering he and Ellen's relationship way back. So he was a man of necessity. Just, like you get marriage or convenience.
Yeah.
So Ellen was actually the main lifeline in the Unity Party. When Ellen left, this is just an empty-free in the carry. Get a my passport or a party, I'm only engine for inside. Then you take it all free and carry it around. No engine can fit inside. You try, maybe my car, a Mercedes Benz. I'm only engine, then you take Toyota Corona engine instead, it can go. So Bwaga now is like a Corolla engine, they put in a Mercedes Benz, it can fit. He just there, so they can say the car. Okay, so let me tell you, this party, and if I were them, what I would have done would be not to even talk about running campaign. Listen, I listened to Samuel Chua yesterday in one interview, and Samuel Chua point blank said it. The United Party, they got no debate with CDC. They will not make it. You see, because what? Your fingerprints are right here, stay on the wall. And so what you want to talk? Who you talk to? You talk to Jovia about corruption? No. Your fingerprints are still on the wall. You talk to Jovia about not doing nothing. 12 years, what did you do? Jovia been there for 5 years.
Yeah.
So you cannot argue. So, if I were them, they say Liberian people, we say small shin better than big shin.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it just anyway. While we're on this, to our audience here, for those who following for the first time, you want to recognize some names over there, Linford?
Yeah, Lilian Kezika. I think this is the first time I'm seeing you. And Lilian, we want to say welcome. Thank you for joining us. This is the Portland Liberia. My name is Linford Goa, and Paul Chilopay is there. So make this place your home. We come on every Friday at 9 o'clock Central European time. That's 8 o'clock UK time, and I guess 7 o'clock Liberian time. So we are here every Friday and Tuesday. And Tuesday we are actually on the radio on Rare Power FM in Liberia. But today we've had a very, very big technical problem. Our technicians and engineers that they try by all means to get us connected through the internet, but they cannot make it. So unfortunately, we are not coming on the radio tonight. But whenever the radio is fixed, we are here every 7 o'clock Liberian time on Rare Power FM every Tuesday. Then Friday, we are not on the radio in Liberia, but we are here on the internet. And we discuss.
And we're also on the online radio.
Yeah, and we also have our online radio, which is also called the Bottom Line Liberia. All you need to do is download these apps. If you have your Apple gadget, you can download on the Apple Store. If you have anything Android, you can download us on Google Play. And so
it's 24-hour radio.
Now we are on the radio. We are on the online radio as well.
Yes. Well, I mean, this is so Linford.
And the same thing I'm talking, I think Stephen just buttressed here. Ellen was very instrumental in all aspects of the UP. And like I said, it was Ellen that revived this UP. UP was there long, many years ago where Edward Biankeseli, the same way NDP or that would do, MPP is in jail with Taylor, Joe Howard Taylor, just making business out of it, selling space and getting some money. See, but I can tell you that the Unity Party is lifeless. Joe Bwaga is just a Toyota Corolla engine that they're trying to fit in that Mercedes Benz frame. It cannot. And it will not work. Liberian people know already. Liberian people know. Let me tell you, it's like you say CDC is corrupt. Then you want to move them and then bring back United Party who laid the groundwork for CDC to be corrupt so that they can carry on the corruption more. So Liberian people, this is a clear-cut issue. No, you don't need any rocket scientists to come to explain this thing to you.
Linford, let me just add to what you say. Some of them, some of them started building their homes when George Weah took over. Those houses that they actually unfinished, And these guys want to come back to wreck the country and do the same thing that the CDC is doing. So
Hmm.
today, the conversation in Liberia should not even be unity party and anyone. There should be the new people that want to fix Liberia that gone so bad and the ruling establishment. The conversation should be between CDC and CPP at this time. Not unity party that won't come back to power to finish out the houses that they didn't finish and they kind of left their living on Edding. You remember when Edding took over?
Hmm.
You have so many millionaires on Edding. The Nukwe, the Eddie Starter, all of these crooks. These guys want to come back to do the same thing. There's nothing new they're bringing on the table. It's all about stealing. My brother, talk to me, man. These people really upsetting me. Let's talk a little bit about the
You are
CPP.
right.
Yeah.
I always said it that these guys, the United Party people, they were in power for 12 years. And Paul, ask yourself, man, look at all the big guys that were in the United Party. Where are they today? Do you see any of them around fighting for power? No. No, boss finish cutting that money. Big boy one, then big boy two, they finish cutting all that money, they relaxing.
Mhm.
Now, those deputy ministers, assistant ministers, directors, and all of you guys who did not lay hand on big money to finish their houses, like you said, and their children, they send some of their children abroad, but they catching hard and they can't pay their school fee, they can't cool with their rentage there and all the thing. They don't want to come back now because they know all the loopholes, right? They know all
Yep.
the loopholes, how to get the money. So they want to come back. And it's like if you have CDC and the UP discussing politics in Liberia. It's the two ruling parties. Okay, one is just
But
rest.
Lisa, do you know lately that what they've been going? The CDC has seen no, you stole more than us, and they see
Uh-huh.
no, you so
You are stealing more than us.
yeah, you are stealing more than
So
us.
it's like two ruling parties. One former, okay, and the other one incumbent arguing. Yeah, what you do, what you not do? No, me I do nothing. You lie. The one you did that we the one
Yeah,
started. No,
yeah.
So Liberian people, you be the judge. Why would you want to give your country to such people? I mean, the people are admitting that they stole. The other group say, no, you're stealing money. The other one say, no, you stole first. So why would you Liberian people want to give your country? No, listen. When we say some of these things, we're talking, we are conversing with our Liberian people, we're talking to you face to face, Liberians. This year, you need one guy from Israel to come and explain it to you. You need Jesus Christ to send one angel to come and explain it. We the same people, the Liberian people, we the one can see it and feel it, just like you. We telling you. It's just that some of us will have the opportunity and I'm often wrong. We're telling you. So listen to us. God, it said, God help those who help themselves. Heaven helps those who help themselves.
Yeah.
You can't say that you put your head between your leg and think Jesus Christ will come move all the corrupt people from there. That you, in your constitution, in Article 1, the power is where? In your hands. The power not in the valleys, and not locked up in some kind of vault. No, it's in your hand. All you need to do is exercise it. How do you exercise it? Many ways. The first one is go to the ballot box, vote against these people, put them up. You able them to get money. They can go to court. So if you go for them, you beat them, or you beat them, they will carry you to court. You'll get rotting in jail. But your left power, that small paper where you register, when they kill you, that paper is powerful. That paper, let me tell you, you want Jovial to cut your hair and sweep your whole yard. Check 10 I'll vote for you. You will come, you will come and sweep your yard clean. That small paper is powerful. Now, especially now in this October, that paper is powerful. After October, the power finish for the next 6 years.
And so have what 98 days to go, right?
Yeah, 98 days are three months plus.
Right. So things can happen. And
Oh
I,
yeah.
I wanted us to progress a little bit. Let's talk about the CPP. Why is it the ruling establishment and the former ruling establishment are now scared to meet the CPP in wherever round? And it seems to me the CPP, the momentum that they get, the way they're moving forward, something could be like what happened in 97 when Charles Taylor won. Something like that could happen. The reason why I'm bringing this up, people now observing this, what is happening. Bond County is an open playing field at the moment. Joel Howard have done badly over there because of what they're doing in government. Bond County is a playing field that people can tap into. And we know that United Party have been running with a tribal sentiment recent time. So Bond County, you saw when the CPP moved into Bond County for that endorsement program, you saw the turnout, you saw the momentum. Fast forward, no, let's go backward. The CPP appeared in the southeast. So what happened? The momentum just building on Grand Bassa County. So what I'm going to see in this Linford, if we take the Peda tribe, which is supposed to be the largest tribe in Liberia with 13% of the population, right, in terms of number, then you come to the Bassa tribe, it's about 11%. Then you have the Global tribe, which is about 10%, the third largest tribe. Now, based on what I'm sensing here, Charlene come from the second largest tribe. Cummings come from the third largest tribe. Bond County is an open playing field. When the CPP do extremely well in their campaign, that tribe will come onto their side. Is it possible to have a landslide victory in this election in 3 months, Linfa? You have run campaign before.
You know, I will tell you something. From what I see, given the number of political parties, though it's not very exponential like it were a few years back, but the few parties that are in the race, some are very powerful.
Yeah.
For example, the CPP is a force to reckon with.
Right.
Now, the CDC do not write them off.
Okay.
Knowing the people of your country, your citizens, knowing who they are, do not write CDC up. You might be surprised that one day you will wake up and these people are queuing up to go vote for George Weah. Even though they're hungry, some of them will be fainting on the way going. Some of them will get sick and fall down. They will stay dragged there and put in a wheelbarrow and they go vote.
That's a strong possibility. That's a possibility. Yeah.
And again, don't forget, the United Party, they were in power for 12 years. They established their branches everywhere. I mean, when I mean branches, they had their corrupt people who had girlfriends, who born children everywhere. Their baby mother, depending on them, they can vote for them. So this election, I'm telling you, this election will be a tough one. But I will tell you, and take it from me today, Paul, there will be no one-round victory. What will happen is that the surprise that people will have is that parties that people are not thinking about, because all along, all the Liberian people, that mentality is that, oh no, CPP had or Mr. Cummings had 7% in the past election, so he's nowhere, he's just number 7, he gets stuck there. Unity Party, King second, so they have all the vote, and forgetting to know that the population floats, the voting population. You can have 100 people today, tomorrow, depending on how the other party will campaign, they will take some 100 people. Okay, and we can see it clearly in just the past few months. There have been people crossing carpet, people going from Unity Party going to CDC, Prince Johnson selling a party to Unity Party, and all this kind of thing. So the vote is getting diluted. But I will tell you, the surprise that will come is that some of the parties that people are not expecting, the ANC is poised to go to second round.
The CPP, that's it.
Yeah, the ANC CPP.
Yeah.
They are poised to go to the second round. But the promise of one-round victory for even CDC, not alone Unity Party, forget it. It's not possible. It's not possible. And I thought Menye said something very important here. That the UP is not existent. Actually, what? No, I told you, it's just a frame that they carry around, the name. No, it just say CDC was in power for 12 years, the UP. After 12 years, we're not even here about what? UP. Because they would have disintegrated. The only thing that keeping them stay alive is because within a 5 year span, they still manage to stay be around. But give another 12 years, 6 years from now.
Yeah.
We're not here about Unity Party, trust me.
So where the CPP got this heavy momentum from that is circulating around the country that now the cold water people are talking about the CPP. You know, in Liberia, when the cold water boys, those are said between cars, start talking about you in the game, big time. Where they got the momentum from? Talk to me, Linford.
I'll tell you two things. One, Mr. Cummings and the CPP and the ANC and the CPP have been working assiduously. Remember that from the 2017 election, Mr. Cummings ran campaign. He did not win though, but he went back across the country
Mm-hmm.
talking to people, thanking the people. My people, you voted for me, but I didn't win. But I'm staying in the race. I came back to you. He's talking to them. And let me tell you, in politics, if you are consistent, it pays a lot. Consistency is one ingredient of politics that most people do not know. Because you keep saying the same thing, repeating the same thing in the ears of the people. The people say, but when I think I got to get a man a chance. Mr. Cummings has been there. His message from 2017 still remains the same. He's been consistent, he's been visiting, working hard, going from village to village, town to towns. Now, that one thing. Number two, Mr. Cummings is the only political leader that have been tested to the core since I got to know myself.
Yeah.
This is the man who joined a collaboration, even though against the will of most of the strong supporters, they say, no, don't go there. These people that you're going to, they are not good. He said, no, we got to be inclusive. We got to work with each other. He went there, and the people turned against him.
Yeah.
They wanted to get rid of him politically. They failed. He survived that plot that they had against him. That shows that he's a strong man. He proved his strength. Then the third thing is that Mr. Cummings is very focused. He has focused his attention on doing what he said he promised in 2017, and he still says that he will do it. He has not changed. He didn't say, well, since I didn't win 2017, so I'll discard my former campaign messages or my platform and bring new one. He didn't do it. He may have improved it, but he didn't discard the old one. That means he has a plan. So that's the third thing. The fourth thing here is the coming on board of Councillor Charlie Bronski now. This one has two phases. Phase one of the coming on board of Councillor Charlie Bronski is that she's young. She represents the youthful population of Liberia. The youths are the one who want to see things happen. It is their future that we play with. So they want to be represented. So the youth see themselves in Charlie. One. Two, the women, they see themselves represented in Charlie. And three, Mr. Cummings and Charlie have no blemishes. Nobody can blame them about anything in Liberian politics. They can't point to anything and say, oh, Charlie, yeah, your father did this, or you say you did this. No. Unlike a Joseph Waka, who cannot account for Group of 77 money, or Joe Waka, who cannot account for the breakdown of the PL 480 rest project, or Joe Waka, who cannot account for auditors' report that they gave him. He refused to accept it or to even work on it. So the coming on board of Charlie, the youth see themselves through her, the women see them being represented, and the morale, the dignity that these two people bring to the ticket. You see, like I said, they are blameless, almost. I mean, no human being is perfect, but they are blameless when it comes to Liberian politics. Nobody can find anything to them. So, I'll just reply to some funny guy who calls himself some bitch or something, saying that we're not supposed to get ticket in Liberia. And this is a man who calls himself bishop. So I have to that God hates liar. God don't let liar. Because and one famous American politician said this, but I just forgot the name. He said, if they have nothing on you, they will begin to say anything. They'll say you short, you tall, you fat, you get sweat, you bright, you black, your hair long. Because nothing, they got anything to say about Mr. Cummings. You accuse the man of being gay. One man cannot be gay. if I'm gay, I must have a partner. So who is this partner that have come out in Liberia to point to Mr. Comey and say, he is my partner? No.
Is this guy a bishop or he a pastor?
But I saw someone a name that he said he's some bishop. I don't know what else. I think
He bishop, it's like Linford, I will put it this way. You know, if I can steal a Joseph Newman Barker, if I saw another role, I'll be able to say, oh, this person I will in a sensual role. So that bishop too might be gay, maybe.
it's
I mean,
possible.
honestly,
Yeah,
because
it's not gay or no gay, and
exactly.
but and Liberian people probably they were gay. Maybe it's very strange for some of them and new, because gay is like marriage, is like people, men and women together, right? How in normal life. So okay, will be with another man. So if this person is okay, where is the partner? So the man will be gay to himself, that he gay for himself. I don't understand. You bring one person who will say, but let's flow, man. Let's flow.
Yeah.
When they got nothing to say about you, they will say, my man, you drink plenty of water, you tall, you short, you blind, you this.
Yeah.
That is a sign of defeat, weakness.
That is the sign of defeat. So the CPP is making a serious headway. Charlene had brought something vibrant to the campaign and rejuvenated the CPP camp. And this so Linford, something funny happening here.
Mm-hmm.
You see, God don't like ugly, and I want you to talk to me on this one. Yomni Kanga Lauren were asked to be the running mate to Mr. Cummings. He asked her. Because you see, when I say God don't like ugly, this very woman with Benina Ure, Henry Costa, Darren Dillon, Joseph Newman Barker, Serena Seafor, plan to damage Mr. Cummings' political career. He still turned around and went to Yomni and said, come and be my running mate when GMB turned her down. Because God don't let ugly, what happened? Something got into Yomni here and said, no, I will not accept this offer. Fast forward. The very Yomni now, they made her campaign manager to go to Grand Bassa County to campaign for GMB. And her sister, who running for the higher seat that will do something better in her county. So I don't know how you understand this one here, Linford. You were offered a seat, you refuse it. Now the main campaign manager, you go in Grand Bassa County, going to villages, say you're vote for GMB, and your sister is in a way. Does this make sense? Talk to me. I
Should I
just
tell
don't
you something,
understand.
Paul? No. I knew from the time I was growing up, I always wonder where is God. And people will say, go in the sky, go in. But you know, and I was still skeptical. But I will tell you, my brother, there is no God. God is nowhere in no sky. God is right near us. You know why we can't see the breeze that blow us? That God is in that breeze. And the air we breathe is air. Yeah. You can't see it inside. You can't see it. You can see you can see your hand. You can see your skin. When you call, you can see your blood, but you can't see your air. And that is the air blowing around us. Okay, and the air you can't grab it, but the air is so powerful that you can break the whole house. Tornado. That God is right around us. That's why we are breathing. When you stay alive, that God breathing in you, so that air. And God hate ugly, like you said. Material may not hold that go around. Oh, I will tell you go around. Because I've been saved by God many times, brother. The moment the air leave me, I die, they're going not near me again. So what I'm telling you, that if Nobly had accepted to become the running mate to Mr. Cummings, that would have been the end of Mr. Cummings' career. Somebody will say, well, what kind of thing you talking to? Somebody may think I'm stupid. I'm not stupid. I'm telling you the fact. Because this lady connived with the group that carried Mr. Cummings to court. So I think that was one of the biggest mistakes Mr. Cummings was making, probably trying to show, or what can I say, statesmanship, trying to show, honesty, that yes, I can work with anybody, but that was one of the biggest mistakes. If this woman had accepted, because there was no reason why she did not accept. Ask yourself reasonably. Yeah. If you can go back to accept just a job like campaign manager, after which you're not even sure whether that party will win, if that party loses, all your dissolve, you're not anything anymore. If you can accept that kind of job, instead of being a vice president, that you are 1 inch away from the presidency, there was something wrong with this woman. God confused this woman. I'm telling you something, because her intention was very bad. If this woman had accepted this thing, she would have honored my Mr. Cummings. She would be taking information from the CPP to the NMS, and they will be doing a lot of things. So God is friendly. No, God hates ugly. Me, you believe that God somewhere way far away from you. Me, I say no. God right near me here. God inside me. God sitting down with me. I'm telling you, and God directs you. This is God, and I tell you, no, do not go there. If you go there, this will happen to you. It's the same God. God knew that decision that by Mr. Comey was not correct. He said, Mr. Comey, you try to be fair. You try to be a good man. But the other decision, that's why when we pray to God, that 3-way God can answer prayer. He can say wait, he can say no, and he can say yes. He can answer it right away, so he can delay it for long because you look at the intention of that prayer. And so he can say downright no. Okay? So this other prayer by Mr. Comey that normally should be fast, God said no. And he confused normally. That means this is a woman who is going to, after they rejected her, they disgraced her. Then they told her to kind of be rescue mother. What kind of title is that? Then just to appease her, they say, can't be campaign manager for a party that will not win. So, and this is somebody who rejected a position that will make you possibly the next
possible president tomorrow.
Yeah. So God said, no, nobody is not a person. And see, they come here Charlie on board. See the momentum. Do you think nobody would have brought any momentum like that? No. Because even the Liberian people will be skeptical. But why would Mr. Comey take this woman? This is a woman who could not with the people. People are sensitive. See? So that's it.
So she gone back to Grand Bassa County telling people your vote for Joseph Jima Barker. But her own sister is also in a race, vying for the highest seat. I don't know. Our audience can chime in this one here. It does not make sense. Your sister going for the highest seat, you refuse the seat. Then now you go campaigning against your sister. With the people on the ground look at it as, wait, what's going on here? Your sister become vice president. She's young. There's a possibility when they do extremely well, when they win the presidency, that sister could become president. And you're not campaigning against the sister for somebody who does not know their biological age. Because according to sources, in the old day, like my mom, they had to count her age based on the number of farms that they made. You see? Somebody who don't know the exact hospital they were born in, nobody know, people guessing that he may be 85, he may be 90-year old to go camping. And your sister who young, that there's a strong possibility she become president tomorrow. And you campaigning against her.
No, but I can tell you something, Paul. I can confirm to you that she's campaigning, but she's actually running campaign for Charlie.
How?
Yeah, I like the question. What face does she have to show the pastor people after letting the pastor people presidential ambition down? You are a daughter of pastor. Come here, come be for president, so that if anything, you will be the president. You say no, but you will go be campaign manager. Then you can stand whereby the guy another pastor daughter who is in fact just next to the presidency, and she's moving strongly. The pastor people are backing her. Then you go stand there. So they say, yeah. When she talks, she say, yeah, we hear you. So even tell the people against, they post it with them, but they want just joking, man. In that movement, I know my pastor people. I know us. No, the pastor people, they are the oldest civilized tribe in Liberia, going down to the east coast. I mean the southeast region. Those are the oldest civilized groups in Liberia. Before you come to we that come from the hinterland, okay? Now, so the pastor people they know, and these people they are not people that can get food. He said that you let your chance down. Yes. You let the pastor people down. You rejected it. Then they got somebody. Then you will go stand and say you can't vote for somebody who will not win. So you think the pastor people, why are you taking it okay? Yeah?
Because the person she carrying, that person is a troublist, and then she goes to the Let go for they travel men from the other side. They put him there so his people can benefit. So y'all can be in Ajay poverty. Jesus Christ, you're right. God don't let ugly live for. God
Going there
does not
ugly.
let ugly.
Going
And
there ugly. And
it
let me
was
tell you
God
one
that
thing.
actually did something to change her mind that no,
Yes.
Mr. Kwame, you
No,
made a
I,
mistake
I was
here.
thinking about that thing.
Yeah.
God, no, God can confuse people. Because if God were far from us, we wouldn't be making some of the decisions we make. Like somebody would just get up and start walking on the car road for car to knock him down. Because we don't have that knowledge to discern. So God is with us right away, everywhere. And something can happen, bam, say, yeah, God bless me. So where
Right.
is that God? He go away over there. How he want to bless you? God is with us.
Wow.
God confused that woman from day one. Say, you are not a right person. You are not a right person, and you will not go there. She regretting. She knows. But it said, I like the boy, the Lamo boy. He said, make it all.
Yeah. Man can't tell all. He
Make
right.
it,
Man can't tell all.
make it all.
But there's someone she rather get drafted, so the team called drafting in Liberia. For you to refuse somebody big offer, then you go back the people say, oh, y'all know,
Yeah.
I didn't take the offer for
But you can't vote for
ABC,
me.
but you can't vote for the old man who
Yeah.
90-year old. He we know how long, whether he 90 or he 85, but let's just put him there and he'll rescue you. He able to rescue himself. He able to rescue his own party headquarters that now the court taking him, they're going to seize his property. He might his own house he live in, will auction it for them to pay those people rent. They carry the man that say he living on loan.
Well, Paul, yeah, bro, funny. You have to talk about the horse there. The horse, they say, oh, my baby, horse, way 1970 something. And
My man,
they can be posting, they say, oh, the man, he not correct, so he living in the one house here. So, my man,
listen,
even
Linford,
you here,
listen.
Paul.
I listened to somebody months ago.
Mm-hmm.
That house was built by another Loma man. It's not him who built that house.
Oh,
There's some guy that serve in the top of government. One famous Loma man that he house there. I will dig out that story and break it in our next up. It was not him that built that house. It's owned by somebody and one famous person. That person work in the top. I think the Tubman and top government that built that house. I will bring the name on next show we have. Yes, when I heard that, I was shocked. It's not
so,
his own house.
yeah, I want to believe it because if that was a house, Paul, no matter how you love that house, my father's house that I was born in, I heard there, we all move out. When we all begin people, we move out. My brothers and all, we decided to build a new house on the farm. We built a new
Mhm.
house in the interior for our father and mother. Okay? So, in as much as we do have anything with poor people, but the house that we were born in, we can't be living in that one hallway. So, what the old man like about the house that he lived in for from way 1960 something? He just living in that one house. And he not broke, oh, he working for 40 years in government. Then he just living in that one house. Something wrong somewhere.
He living in that one house and then he paying rent. He can't pay rent. And he
Yeah.
was on what? What was his budget in Liberia for 12 years? Have you considered that? A budget that he was on that never been audited for 12 years? Something is not right here. Something is not
You
right.
know, let me tell you something. Earlier on, we talked about the CDC and the UP. I heard I heard one interview where they asked him whether you already we are government. Yes, and we already we are. I just look at say, the old man, something must be wrong with it. I thought that all old people was something must be wrong with the old man. He said, you already we are.
So, listen to this. This is GMB strong supporter. He
Hmm.
managed to obtain some article from Sierra Leone
Hmm.
on this old man. I won't share this. I want you to see this.
Hmm.
You see that? This is Obe. He telling a Liberian, Joseph Numa Barker, aka Joseph Numa Barker, is a Sierra Leonean. There is no history of his nationality. You see, in Liberia, he have no in Lofa. Now, he obtained this paper that Joseph Newman Barker spent $20 million he built estate in Freetown. They were Obed that put all. You see the newspaper? details there.
2017, October 8th.
There was 2017, and Obe put all this article, October 8, 2017 election.
And remember, it was the same Obe who lied that Mr. Cummings was gay.
This
And
is
they
a scene
believe
Obe
it.
today supporting JMB. This is Obe that put all this newspaper clip that they carry it. Boyka built $20 million estate in Freetown. The newspaper article carry it October 8, 2017. The man who said he left it on loan and he was parked car for 12 years. How come where he got $20 million from to build estate in Freetown? My brother, talk to me, Linford.
You see, Liberian people, sometimes Liberian people, they amaze me. And let me tell you, we are some of the most interesting species of humans on earth. There's something in Liberia called true lies. There's certain lie, we can say that lie. There's certain lie, we say that true. Eh? Over say Mr. Cummings again. Everybody believe it. Oh, yeah. Over come out, he said, Joe Boga Salunian. Nobody talking, oh.
No.
Because I want it sound too true to be lie. So the same man turn around and come to support. Paul, you asked me. You told me to talk to you, but me, I want you to talk to me. Why is it that most of the people that are going to listen to Joe Boga, that the people who buy muffin before, who exposed him before? Why that's something? I bet have you thought about that?
Right. Yes. You see, I said when you're a role, you always associate yourself with a role. When you're a thief, you associate yourself with a thief, right? How come all the lawmakers that have been stealing from Liberia, why they can't go behind Mr. Cummings or go behind Tewon Gonglo? But all of them going behind JMB because JMB is the master of stealing, corruption, King Kong. Now, when he picked Emmanuel Nokwe in 2017, Emmanuel Nokwe was who? He was the speaker at the time, corruption, King Kong.
Yeah.
So, Mark, people, they say you always move for your associates. The Bible, the same fellow will flock together, right? So this is why they all gather behind him. Obe and others, they know JMB is a liar, so they found centenary around him to gather around him because when Costa was going on his rampage by lying on Cummings and all that would work with, what did JMB do? He was happy he gone. He crowned Costa. So anything regarding criminality, they all associate themselves with him because he's the chief in Liberia. You know the children that during the war they used to call him a BM. That man is the master of BM, to be honest. That's why you see all the criminals gather around him and they say they want rescue Liberia to come and steal. And that's the reason behind it.
Okay, let me say welcome to Henry Winnie. He's always here from Rhode Island, rather. Welcome, Henry. Please help us to share the show. But the reason I asked you that question, 2017, Costa came down hard on TMB. Okay, we still got some of the clips here. I don't know if you can lay hand on it right here. Yeah. That Joe Boga is a dead man walking. He's a tribalist. That's what he knows. And exactly what Costa said is plain. Today, Joe Boga made certain statement about the Muslim people in Lofa.
Yes.
That clip, we will look for it and lay our hand on it. Okay? And the same Costa went back to start praising him. Obe, say Joe Boga is what? A Sierra Leonean. All his investment in Sierra Leone.
I'll put that, while talking, me put that up again. Talk to us.
Then Eugene Fangon, he dismembered, he chocolate, let me put it like Broadway, he chocolate Joe Boga from head to toe in 2017, call him the political cartel, and he talked a lot about him. Some of the videos we got. Okay? He went back now, he making the man to be the injured. After selling Jovia to us, and Jovia came and damaged the country, then he go back to Joe Boga that he described from head to toe and we know about already. You go back to him. Yeah, so how can this poor thing? So you told me the food are eating, it get too much pepper, it's not good. Do not eat it. In fact, there's not a person if you eat it, you die. Then you come back to me again. If you're not making me scared, then you come back to me and say, oh no, I'll get allowed to eat it. Food is good. It's very good, so eat it. So eating, then eating a student like people, you're a student. Are we student like people? You're listening to me.
Yeah.
You're who listening here? You're ask people whether they student. They job worker. Costa said he's a dead man walking, meaning that he's not up to the task. He's a troublist, which he has been proving in recent time. Then they see job worker. And what they got in Eugene Fangon, King and describing all kinds of way that he's corrupt, he's a cartel and all the things. Then they see Eugene Fangon go back and telling you say the men are good men. Now so Afadiga, he sat down on his show and dealt with Joe Waka from head to toe. Then he go back to Joe Waka and say and go to the library and say Joe Waka. So they put taking you to these stupid people and you're buy that story. Then now they put library people can say you're stupid for true. Or other people will say you're stupid because I can't come and tell you say this is poison. NCA that poison, you really label poison. Then I come back after some time and say no, the people lie, the people made it in a lie, that poison. Listen to me, get try it. Then you take it, you eat it. When you die, who you blame? Blame yourself. So Liberian people, if you vote for any party, my friend, it should not be the unity party. It should not be the unity party. And it should not be the CDC either. No, you have tried new group of people.
Exactly.
The Liberty Party, Councillor Bronski, suffer Liberia, he did not win. Okay? And he had planned. His party still exists. And it is in a collaboration with the ANC. Mr. Cummins came, he brought an agenda. He explained to you what he'll do. And these are two fresh people that you cannot point to and say you did this, you did that politically. So you gave them the opportunity. It's simple, like bro. No, let me tell you, I said it before. This year, no, you need any injured Gabriel to come explain it to you. Okay? Thank you. Welcome Diana Agnes now. I think this is the first time you're watching from Legon Hills in Ghana, Accra. This is important. I always make this place your home. We come on every Friday at 7 o'clock Liberian time. I think it will be 7 o'clock Ghanaian time as well. And then on Tuesday, we come on the same time, 7 o'clock Liberian time, 8 o'clock UK time, and 9 o'clock Central European time. That one time over because of the time difference, we come only one time. But the time difference, that's why it doesn't mean that we come on 3 different times. No. We on at 7 o'clock, it's 7 o'clock Liberia, it's 9 o'clock Central European time, then it's 8 o'clock in the UK. That's why I'm naming 3 different times. So it means that we count on 7 o'clock, then we count on 8 o'clock, then we count on 9 o'clock. No.
Yeah. Yeah.
So tonight we're just floating. We are discussing issues.
Discussing serious issue. What on our mind? Why is it
our lives?
Yeah. Why is it we have crooks that have come together say they want to rescue Liberia?
And we accept them.
And for those of you coming, we just want to show something here for you all to be aware that Liberia, people taking Liberia for a joke. People are campaigning in Liberia, senators that drive $80,000 car. I just want to play the clip and then we can talk about it later before we wrap up.
Look at that little car.
That is Senator Nyomni Kanga Lawrence $80,000 car. The woman being senator for over 9 years. And she now says she rescued mother. But this is the same woman that in the house that could change the lives of many Liberians. That this little baby here who's setting for her parents, less than 7 years old. This is the people that want to come say they want to rescue Liberia, and they can't even rescue the situation. They run $80,000 car, not their salary yet. They take 30,000 free money, say community engagement. These are the people we're talking about, and they want full people to vote for them again. So Liberians must continue to suffer in their own country. That's what we're talking about for those who just joining us. Liberia deserves better. This is the time that Liberians should make a wise decision and put other people there that have not been given a chance. And people who come in this town say, look, we don't want money. Like Mr. Cummings say, I don't want salary. Being on Liberia is embarrassing and shameful. I want to put Liberia in gear one. Let's give him the opportunity instead of these same old crooks that been lying to our people for many years. And that's why they all gather behind Joseph Newman Barker to continue where George will stop, and they continue with that. And then when you finish, you get the CDC coming back. Liberia deserves better. If you go to Guinea, you go to Sierra Leone, you go to Ivory Coast, Ghana, that is different countries. You see them, if you why Liberia can be Liberia used to be that country that everybody used to run to the Ivorian used to say Petit America. What happened to that Liberia? The Ghanaians used to come there and being widespread and sell fish. No longer. We now in refugee camp in Ghana, Bujumbura. And Liberians will leave from Liberia to go to Ghana, let it go to New York to go take picture. And Liberia we can do better. Then these same crooks want to come back and keep our people in abject poverty. This is what we're talking about. So, Linford, let's close on this note. Talk to me so we can wrap up.
I've become taciturn at a certain point when we're discussing this kind of thing, because it just beat my imagination, or the imagination of any well-sound human being for that matter, that you will have people like this even building the courage to go and face the same people who are victims because of their activities.
Mm-hmm.
And again, I'll go back to this $80,000 car driving on the kind of road. There are certain things that just look odd. Paul, let me give you an example. Small children playing behind the hall, they're cooking, they say, okay, we're having party. They just making, they're saying, cooking, they're saying in the comment, then go dressing kosu, tuxedo, and go sit down with them. It doesn't hold. It's odd. It doesn't match. You got $80,000 car that you're driving on that kind of model road that nobody will even want to drive keke on. Mm-hmm. Then you go stand in front of people to campaign to them. I'm still wondering what message she carried to them. Oh, I mean, yeah, man, I don't know.
They have to comprehend, right?
Yeah, that just something that just don't match. You know what I mean? So if I was asking, what if anybody in the audience had just asked the woman, what will you do about the road? Or did you see the road I drove on to come here? What she would say, yeah, I saw the road. And he asked her, but then why say that you two are not facing the road here, or you're in government? What would she say? I know they will sing song. Oh, when I in power, and I'm president, I just representative, or I just senator. You see it? No, Paul, I think the Liberian people, the time has come for you to speak for yourself, for you to help yourself. Do not trust anybody that you call senator or representative that you put there. Because they're not going your interest. When they collect the 30,000, they put it down for themselves. They collect that $16,000 salary. They keep it.
Yeah.
Then they get extra money. Why before you talk to your brother, you gotta go buy a scratch card? They don't buy a scratch card.
Yeah.
Before you go to the market, you gotta wait for keke. Pay. They don't pay. They get free gasoline. So that kind of people. Who told you say your life supposed to be like that? You're supposed to be living in frustrated life or frustration, and then you're making somebody better more than you. Who told? Let me tell you, Liberian people, the first law of nature is protect yourself first. Self-preservation. Protect you, your pa, your ma, the three of you in a kino capsule. Who you free first? You try to free yourself first. That's the only way you'll be able to free your man. But if you say, okay, let me drown to save my man, you and your man will drown together, or your partner will drown together. You save yourself first. If you're unsure, then you start looking for state to give it to your partner or your man to come out. In other words, what I'm trying to say, look after your own life first. Do not care for, and you know some of the people, Paul, your Liberian people, they'll say, oh, they'll put that on a hill, they want car fan. Yeah, I think we gotta go for that woman again. Yeah, have fun.
We gotta go stand to her gate and beg her for money.
Yeah. They even get starting cover to say the price, I'll play to starting cover, rope on the then get over. But the president will work out here, but hey, I got a more car fan.
Yeah, I wish I be that woman. Let me grow her and Steve too.
Yeah, Joria have fun, but yeah, we just gotta vote Joria, but they gotta make it fun. And they cannot put your Liberian people are. And Liberian people try to change your mentality. Your life is important as Joshua's life. Your life is important as any other person. Do not sell your birthright. God made you to be rich too. But if you do know that you can be rich, you will only make other people rich and you will be poor. I will end there.
So now respond to one of our audience here.
Okay, but you guys want to hold her responsible for the road problems. I say big no to that. Listen to me. I don't know from which point you're coming from, Lillian, but let me tell you, the lawmakers, we are not saying that she should take caterpillars and carry them on that road to go build the road, but she can influence. Maybe she does not come from that particular district or that particular county, but I know that was part of Grand Paso she went so. So if she comes from there and she's senator of Grand Paso County, she can influence the central government. That's why they say representative or senator. You go there to represent your people. To represent your people, to speak for them, because all the people in that country cannot go in a House of Representatives. Okay, so they sent you, they wrap all of their power and put it inside one bundle and give it to you. Say, go there and talk for us, go fight for us. Anything that we need, fight for it. So if she's representing the people as senator, the by-road condition affects the people directly. So she's supposed to advocate for that. We're not saying she should buy caterpillar and go grade the road and poke out there, no. But
let me add to that. The senators in the UK here, they call them parliamentarian. Liberian senators get paid more than them. So in Liberia, where people are beggars, you taking $15,000 as salary, you ride $80,000 car. How will the road be faced? And she in a house, she can advocate that they get less pay for them to have better roads. So she part and parcel of the problem. You see, that's what Liberia is, keep borrowing money because they are the problem.
Okay, this is what Muna added. Muna said yes. She's part of the government, so she can blame. She can be blamed for that. Thank you, Muna. Thank you too. You see, she's part of the government. She's there to represent those people. Look, let me tell you, my sister Lillian, those poor people that are living in that part of the country, they get a right to live in Nyobli Kanga as well. They get a right to good health facility. They get a right to good health road. I mean, to good paved road. Now, she driving $80,000 car to go to them. It's an insult. Okay, so you want to tell me her life better than they put that kind of car too? But because nobody's advocating for them, nobody's helping them. Yes. And then she's getting all the money that she's getting it on behalf of those people. People do not vote for her. You think she'll go in the house? No. Exactly. So the people say, no, listen, we all cannot go in the house here. Just before we close, Paul, I'm not taking up the time, but let me give you an example. When I was working as a journalist in Liberia, the same Major Terje, today who is senator for Sano, he was deputy information minister. he always had problem with Joe Molua, who was proper minister on Taylor. So Taylor changed them and made Milton Teje the minister proper. After like 2-3 months, no noise from Milton Teje, everything was quiet. So they speaking here, they freedom speaking. We all journalists. He saw Milton Teje at one press conference. He said, Mr. Teje, I want to ask you one question. Teje say, hey, I don't want to tell you. He said, okay, if you don't want to talk about, I just get in one question to ask you. He said, you quiet now. Say you became minister proper, everything going government. Milton Teje response was, government is like a big house in the middle of the town. And the big house here is for all the people in the town. But the house here, everybody in the town cannot fit inside. So they always select certain people to go in the house to represent them. But the rest of the people will remain outside. They will do all the house to clean the house, to paint it, to brush around it, but they all can't go inside. So they select certain people to go inside. And only the people that go in the house know what's there. Whether mosquito there, or gravel ends there, or nothing on the floor, they can lay down on the floor. They let people know. But the rest of the people will always, the one that outside, they say, hey, God, we send you there, what you're doing for now? You're enjoying. So the people that you send in a house, you send them to represent you. They're supposed to come back to you and make report to you and say, the house is like this, and this is what we need. Okay? So if all those people could go in that house, some of them will want better roads and they will get it. But because all of them can go there, they send nobody can. Nobody can, so now fight for them so that they can get better facility, health facility, good road, good drinking water. Now, I know what leaders say again. Before you and I were born, the past president. So you see, this later your mentality is what got Liberia did. So you support it.
No, what happened? I think she got a valid point here. Before we're born, it was there. So because that HO problem there, so we let new people now to go there and correct that HO problem.
Yeah, no. I would disagree with you, Paul.
Well, no, I mean,
I would disagree with you and her because you know what she pushing here. Her point she pushing here is that say well like that, nothing should be done, but it must just be like that.
No, but what I'm trying to say, it was a HO problem, which is right. But then we let the young need to go in there and fix that HO problem.
Yeah, but
that's the point I'm making.
But our sister Lena said, no, we should not even try to normally like that. So let her be like that, not blame her. So that's the concept we want to change.
So
but it's fun. It's good to sometimes interact with our viewers. So Lillian, we're not giving you a hard time, but we just want to see the point we're making. Lillian, let me make example for me and you. Lillian, listen to me very carefully. Lillian, are your son? Oh, I don't know how old you are. I know you Lillian. That's why I say are your son. I'm the deal older than you, but are your son? Yeah. You send me to school. I made 0. I failed the whole year. All your money go in vain. Then I come home. Next year, you register me. I fail again. Then I be failing every year. You think you lucky? Then after you get tired, then my pastor sent me to school. My pastor said, my man, you're supposed to do. I also, my pastor said, my man, you're supposed to do well, man. Then you come to my pastor and say, no, that boy been failing. So yelling, let him be failing. Don't blame. He's been failing for long, so let him be there. You think that what you do? No. You want me to improve. So when we talk about, we're not saying when the money normally can actually go back, caterpillar and go grade the road, but she can talk. That's the deal. Okay. Yeah, the problem being that we agree. So we should forget about it. We should let it be. That's my point. That my question me I'm asking you.
Yeah.
So say okay. So it was sick, or if somebody was sick, then the doctor been working on her. So you say, okay, I mean, if I can get sick all the time, so let him just be sick. You will forget about him. No, you fight hard for the man to get well. That's what I'm talking.
Anyway, it's good. We have you here. This is good interaction, Lillian. It's good. And please follow us on the bottom line. We come to every Tuesday and Friday. 7 o'clock Liberia time, 8 o'clock UK time. That will be 9 o'clock Central European time. Follow us and share our platform. this, will interact with you, will like your comment. I mean, one of these days you can join us, talk to us,
Yeah,
so we can bring you on the platform, so we can have a conversation.
a
So it's good
conversation,
to
and
have you
that's what
here.
we do.
You
That's
see,
what we do
we
here.
need a female banner. So if you don't mind, join us so
You
we
can
can
come on the
have a
show,
conversation here.
and you see, and Lillian, what we're talking here is that you know your opinion we respect it, and your opinion may not be right. Even what we are saying, we may not be right, but this is what we're thinking. We agree with you. That's why you're thinking. We know it's an old age problem. We can't blame the woman, but we are saying also that not because I been sick all the time. I get tuberculosis all the time. So they brought medicine. I should go take medicine. They say no, you're leaving. They say you're yelling.
Yeah. That is good. Anyway, let wrap up. To our
Yeah,
audience, it's been a great interaction with you all. For all of you who've been here for the first time, thanks for following us. One day, please invite me. You're
yeah.
welcome to join us on Friday, on Friday, or you're welcome to join us on Tuesday, whatever time you're available. Just let us know. We'll send you the link so we can have a good interaction. We like
And
your
fortunately,
vibe.
before we
It's
go, I
good.
don't want to forget about our program over the weekend in
Yes. So
Norway. The ANC and CPP in sympathizers and supporters will be having a grill, a small get together. It will be an outdoor event. We are actually praying for good weather so that we can be out there and grill and we raise funds. So if you want to come, you can come. In fact, now if you want to come, once you are Liberian, this is it's only under the banner of CPP, but it's all about Liberia. Liberians for us to meet and talk. So come and contribute to us. Bring anything you can bring. If you can bring food stuff, fine. If you can bring the food will be free though. Nobody buy anything. Okay, everything will be there. Anything you think about that human being can eat, it will be there. The only thing
okay.
you have
And
to
which
say,
city would that be in, Linford?
it's going to be in a city called Tonsberg. Tons, right?
Tonsberg.
Yeah, Tons Mountain. Berg in Norwegian, Berg in Norwegian means mountain. So Tonsberg, here in the country we name mountain there, our places, and human being there after organizing. You will not believe that some people need bird. I mean, they need a guy after a bird, a bird, only bird that can fly.
Okay.
Yeah. So sometimes we say King's Mountain, uh, the King's Corner. That some of the kind of funny name we get here. So the place called
Right.
Toons Park, meaning Toons Mountain, but it's
Okay.
not a mountainous area though. It's a little flat town somewhere there. But it's going to be fun. So we hope to see a lot of people coming.
Yeah. So anyway, on that note, I want to say thanks to our audience for being with us. And Lillian will be looking forward to having you on the
Yeah,
program.
I will contact Lilia and
So
then I will
we'll
give
have
her
an
the information.
interaction with you. We like your vibe. And to those that have been following, please share the show. This is the platform button line. Just click on the like button. We'll be happy to have all of you here. Yes. So
And I like what Lilia said. Right now, she's not supporting any party. Me, and let me tell you one thing. Me, I'm not member of any party, but I support Mr. Comey and the CPP. But I'm not member of ANC. I'm not member of any party. If I were ever in my life to become member of any party, it would be I call it the MPP long time ago. But I don't.
my man, answer this question.
I can, Would
Will
that
there
be
be
Kasali and Tawagi? My man, you might want to keep a thing live bar. But definitely make us all the nursing and you catch some of black boy, what call the black boy and the black power. When you catch one or two bottle with the casali, then you start see the other can
okay?
see my time and I tired. They
Okay.
went to sleep now, it's tired. So we keep it light. We keep it light. Yeah, but there will be things. So I mean, we'll be happy to see Liberians coming and then let's have fun and
Mhm.
and have fun together. So Lillian, I will get in contact with you. You'll get details of when we come on and all these kind of things. And Emmanuel, it's good to have you today again. And to all of you, Henry, Winnie, and the rest of you who usually follow us, thanks for being there. And it's because of you we are here. Without you, we will not be here, or else I can get call Paul and we'll talk on the telephone, instead of sitting here for 2 hours. But because of you, we commit ourselves to do this, and you commit yourself to us. Also, we appreciate that. Thank you, and we hope to see you next Friday or coming Friday.
Mhm. That's right. So, what do you want us to leave the audience with? A nice music to What do you think, Linford?
My man, anything. Me, I like all the music.
Right.
Yeah, I like
So
all the music. Any music you play, I like it.
right. So I mean, there's a nice gospel music this guy sang. I kind of fell in love with it, but it's just about Mama Liberia things, the behavior of people. He sang this song. I think let's listen to it and then say good night to our audience. For those of you following us for the first time, kindly click on the like button and follow up when it comes on. You'll be notified. On the note, I'll say good night to all of you. I'll leave you with a beautiful Liberian song. We do not have copyright to this song. Linford, I'm going to roll this.
You see, unnecessary they sleeping on duty. While patients are crying, they having conversation. While patients are dying, they busy chatting on Facebook. Anything you do in this world, you will get your reward. VIP, I want to hear you, VIP. Other instructors, listen to me. You make the test hard for the students to fail. You give it grace to the student because of money. You give it grace to the student to sleep with them. Anything you do in this world, you will get your reward. Oh, my bosses, listen to me. The women who are coming in your office to find job, in order to get a job, you have to sleep with them. 99 for road, 1 day for master. Anything you do in this world, you will get a reward. Oh, my mothers, give me your gifts. You suffering the people, children who are living with you. For you tell the parents, I will send them to schools. But they are the breadwinner in your family. You send them on the streets, selling market every day. Anything you do in this world, you will get your reward. The citizens went together and put you in position. At the end of the day, you frustrate their effort. When the citizens cry out to God, what you expect? Your reward. I want to hear reward, man. Some women struggle very hard to get their money. You come to them in the name of relationship. You lavish your money and run away. When a woman cries to God, what you expect? Your reward. The parents who brought you on high, you despise them. You disgrace them. You frustrate them. When your parents cry to God, what you expect? Your reward. We want to hear you. You're running behind, marry me, what you expect? Your reward. You're running behind, marry with me, what you expect? Your reward. You're lying to the people every day, what you expect? Your reward. If you don't talk, now you are talking to.